At the end of last month, I had the absolute pleasure of attending MCM London again, with a few differences from usual. It's always my favourite convention, but it's also the largest one in the UK, and I had spent a lot of time getting new products in so that I could put my best foot forward for this show. And that was for one very specific reason. As you could probably surmise from the footage, this is not an Artist Alley table. That was because this time I didn't get into Artist Alley. So I took the plunge and booked a corporate booth for myself. I was lucky enough to get a space near Artist Alley, which was a must for me. And I spent a really long time working out how I wanted to do my setup for this show. I knew that it was going to be really easy for me to get dwarfed by the actual size of the booth itself, so I brought a lot of extra things. Now, I usually take the train down. I can't drive yet, but this time I managed to get a lift with my friend Pip and Truman. So we stuffed their car so full of stock, I could barely move my knees. But it was definitely needed to bring down all of my new graphics and my new blankets. And it was quite nice seeing what the journey down to the XL in a car was like. I got to stand in a loading bay. But before I could get too into my own setup, I had to go and collect my best friend, who will be helping me this weekend. Now, corporate booths cost a lot. I'm not going to beat around the bush about that. So when I arrived, I was a little concerned that I was missing something. Slight issue. I was expecting a pole across the top, and I don't have one of those. And now I need to find out where I'm putting my castle facade. Fun times. They're putting a fascia on for me. I dare you to name someone who was more excited to see a fascia board than I was that day. But here was my setup. As you can see, I have little cardboard cutouts and a little castle facade on the front of the booth, all to just kind of draw people in and get people to go, oh hey, it's Eethok, let's go over there. Now, as I mentioned, these booths do cost a lot more than Artist Alley and a lot more than dealers. And it would be very, very, very difficult and dishonest of me to recommend this to people, especially if you're just starting out going to larger shows. But the reason that I booked this booth is because I know that I can profit from it, even with the extremely high booth costs. But also that I really wanted to try seeing what I could do with a space this large myself. I'll be real, the FOMO as well would have hit me if I didn't go to this show. But this is something that I was only confident in doing because I've been doing this for a long time. And even then, it still felt like a really risky investment. So please take all of the kind of nice things I say about the booth with a grain of salt. If you want to succeed in a corp booth, you really have to work 10 times harder, I would say, than you would for an Artist Alley table. And the display tricks that we know work for Artist Alley tables don't necessarily work for a corp booth. But with our setup done, it was time to get back to the hotel room.
I said the room was interesting. Little tiny desk, little tiny TV, look at tiny beds with the tiniest divider I've just noticed.
Really?
A tiny little divider stuff.
It's the lesbian prevention guy.
I'm not going to point at the shower because Emma's currently in there getting changed, but the littlest loo with the thinnest door in the world. Tiny sink in the bedroom. And a dressed Emma coming out of the shower in the room. Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad, but it was kind of weird. Really good location, though. They've started putting the entrance in a different area. So we're going for the N1 entrance. Friday morning finally rolled around and I had had very little sleep the night before. For no particular reason either, I just could not sleep for some reason. We got in about half an hour before the show began because I was pretty happy with my setup from the night before and knew that we didn't have very much left to do in the morning. In fact, my only mission in that morning was to run around and deposit stamp rally cards to my medieval stamp rally peers. We also realised just how close the wrestling was. What the fuck? We're open! So much. My stupid TikTok. Thanks you. You can get it open. It's like the hardest thing to open. Ah, it's the bat! Oh no, it's the bat drake!
Oh yeah!
Let's go, my little guy! I love this one so much. Friday is usually pretty chill, but it actually ended up being our best day of the weekend. I think building hype around the Lord of the Rings blankets really helped us, because in the morning a lot of our sales ended up being for the blankets. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to get a monster. It's a bit stinky. It's a little bit stinky in here. Stinky winky. Despite the busyness though, I did manage to have one walk around, even if it was just to go and get an energy drink and take a single moment to check in on my friends. It's always so nice seeing how busy Artist Alley gets, and it was huge this time.
I have been searching for your booth the entire...
Thank you so much. Look at my old Rugio ribbon. It's 2:30 p.m. Fucking hell. That's all the blankets we've got left. That's 5. Elaborate the check, please. That'll be £20 in total. I guess that's by card as well. Fantastic. I love that you're getting the track one.
It's my next 30th birthday.
Oh, amazing! One of the tasks we did have to set for ourselves though was making temporary signs. I don't tend to bring sold out signs, but I do usually have one for my prints and my photo cards, so I was a bit annoyed to forget them. But what can you do? So wrestling has started and it's really freaking loud. I realise I sound like a bitch when I complain about loud shit at con, but it's so bad because you can't go anywhere. You're stuck here. Yeah, of course. Can I want you the week photo card holder, please? Thank you so much. So that's £15 in total. I'm having to shout. I'm having to shout. That's £5 in total. Thank you very much.
I saw you put this all together on TikTok.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And here's the thing, these clips really do not do justice for just how loud it was, because it wasn't just the sound of the mic or the speakers. As wrestling is like to do, it was the sound of bodies crashing on a hollow stage, which kept making me jump. I'm very, very grateful that it didn't scare people away from the stall though. We had legitimate queues at points in the day, which is so crazy and so cool. And because we did so well on the first day, we decided to go out and treat ourselves to my favorite meal in London, which involves a cable car ride. We're gonna be playing there. We were heading to Marugame once again, which is a canteen-style Japanese noodle bar. I really love their food, and I was so happy to see that they had Suntory as well, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite drinks. We even treated ourselves to getting lost in Canary Wharf on the way home. I hate it here. That tonight's gonna be a piss night. Safe to say the soju was very much flowing through my body. But I wasn't so far gone that we didn't have time to watch at least half of an episode of Critical Role, which also kept me awake at night. It's actually like welcome to Saturday. It's sold out today. Yeah. Saturday morning meant fixing displays and restocking prints, which for day 2 is pretty impressive for me. See, this is the actual magic behind the scenes. I don't do fucking anything at all. See, she's even cutting my prints now. While our total for Saturday ended up being less than Friday, the number of sales that we did was so much higher. Dude, there were so many people. Desperately trying to order more prints for tomorrow because we have like a ridiculously small number of Lord of the Rings and Critical Role prints, which is crazy because I brought 60 of each, so that's the most I've ever sold of any print design. Hi! Go under the table. Come under. If there's room, come under. Getting these extra prints turned out to be the most stressful thing I encountered all weekend. I've done it before where we've had to run out for prints halfway through a show, but it was not this stressful last time. I remember there being a print shop within the XL, but for the life of me, I couldn't actually find the email address for it. So I found one that was really close by. And while they were great and we got the prints on time on Sunday, oh my gosh, communicating with them was so difficult while trying to serve people. I'm so grateful for Nyx for just being able to just go, Emma, go and sit in the corner, because I was I was pressed. I was pressed. I was stressed. As you can see from the expression on my face, I was furiously typing and trying to find my print files on my iPad, which was also being used as our point of service. It was a lot. It was a lot. It is something that I'm so grateful to have done though. The reception that the new prints that we got at this show could not have been better. I was so grateful. And hopefully next time I can bring the right number of each print. Because Jesus Christ, you guys really like the Lord of the Rings one. Which, as you should, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I'm doing really well. I'm losing it slowly, but like mostly there.
The pile's getting really fucking small. That was like up to, like halfway up to the snail yesterday. Pringles for scale. We are doing really fucking well, like really well. I am so tired. Actually fucking perfect. One of the benefits of having a table helper though, especially one as good as Nick's, was that I was able to take breaks in terms of eating and drinking and just kind of moving away from the table for little moments. Though I'll be real, I really didn't do it enough. As it was Saturday night, we had pre-arranged to go and get sushi as a large group, and we headed to Kulu Kulu, which is near Soho, because we love conveyor sushi, but we refused to bow to Yo Sushi's domination. This was super duper yummy though. There was a really lovely crispy salmon dish that I love, and they had a lot of different sushi that I'd never tried before there, so it was really interesting to try it. And I did get to have some of my beloved cuttlefish. After paying for our mountain of plates though, it was time to head back to the hotel for a well-deserved rest. I think it must have been the sushi because I actually had a really good sleep this night, which is really great because Sunday was going to be a really long day. On Sunday, I got in at 9 a.m. in the morning. This is for a very specific reason. One of the benefits of having a court booth is that you are allowed to rebook for the next year, and this was being handled on Sunday for Buzz, so I managed to rebook my booth for the next year. Yes, it's going to cost me a lot more than Artist Alley, however, it's going to allow me to plan and get in a lot more larger items for people, which is always nice. I don't think I mentioned, but AO3 was at this convention, very oddly. Spent all week looking for this bastard, only to find that it was in my fucking pouch the whole time. The fuck, man? Why did I... Despite my agony at discovering that, Sunday was a pretty chill and nice day. Sales-wise, we did about half of what we did on Friday and Saturday, which is really good. Obviously to be expected from any Sunday at a convention.
Half of this is for Nick's, half of this is to go on my free card. I'm paying in cash.
So let's look at the desolation at the end of the weekend. We sold out of a good few designs of our prints. Lord of the Rings, as has been for the last few cons, was on top. But the Dark Crystal and Merlin and Pentiment did really well as well. Overall, I'm still super duper happy with how the booth looked, and I already have plans on how to improve it, which means things like getting the wenches professionally made, as they kept falling down throughout the weekend, which was quite annoying, and making sure that we're bringing enough stock of notepads and photo card holders, as well as more blankets. We just need more blankets. This is all part of the grand year that is going to be 2026 though. I have my driving test in January, so hopefully I will pass first time and will be able to use a car to transport my stock down, which is going to make such a massive difference and hopefully mean that 2026 is going to be our best year of cons yet, but we'll see.
Done. I can come out of my hole now. The only way that I've been able to get out of this table all weekend has been by crawling physically underneath it, which is probably not great for a fire escape, but it's been great for getting extra stock on the table.
And at long last, it was time to begin the journey home. La Habrea was more impressed to see my trainers than he was to see me, which, what's new there? So yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the con. I got really sick in the aftermath and just really exhausted to a level that I have never experienced before. And this really did make me think about what I said last time at the end of the convention, where I was like, I need a person there to help. I did bring someone with me this weekend, which I hope it shows in the clips. I brought my best friend Nix along with me to help behind the table. Paid her for the weekend because I wouldn't want to kind of force someone to work behind the booth and not be paid. But, you know, lucky enough to be able to kind of pay her. And yeah, so she was very needed. If you can't tell from the kind of lack of clips, like, wow, actual like vlog clips, it was very, very busy. My friend got a couple of clips of the table on Sunday and just kind of the queue around the booth, but I was so overwhelmed. And it's amazing, and like everything I could dream of. Like, I worked so hard on this convention, so not just in terms of like getting new things made for you guys, but also like display and like graphics and things like that, and just trying to like make it good, because I've had a booth before, I've shared a booth with people before, and if you didn't know, that was going to be my intent originally coming in, was I was going to split the booth with someone, but they got offered an artist alley table and I was like, just, you know, take it, like, and honestly I think it was for the better. Like, obviously having the extra cost is like, it's not great, but like, put it this way, it wasn't hard to recoup, which was, but look, that is honestly because of you guys. I feel like I say this a lot in these vlogs, but I can't reiterate enough how grateful I am to be able to do this and see you guys like support me and, you know, come visit me at shows and like see people from show to show, come visit. It means the world to me. Like, this is not a job that exists without other people's support, so I am so eternally grateful. In terms of numbers, I am not going to share the exact number in terms of sales. We close to doubled what we did in May, which I think is insane. I wanted to increase it by like a small percentage, but that would be hitting like what I perceive as a really big milestone for me and my business. So, and we easily did that. We hit that on kind of mid-Saturday. So I was very, very happy. I'm a very, very happy Emma is the takeaway. I'm very happy and very, very tired. If you enjoyed watching this video, thank you very much. I love to ramble, and if you guys tell me in the comments that you like these videos, I will put in more effort to make them. I have like 3 convention vlogs on the docket, like literally just ready to go, and I just haven't finished the editing on them, so let me know if you want to see what I do at some smaller shows as well. I have convention vlogs for Hyper Japan, haha, funny enough, and also Epic Comic Con, which is in Scotland, so let me know. My next con is Hyper Japan Manchester, which is in like a week. I need to order my stickers. We've just done a charm restock. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that my new Uma Musume charms will arrive by then. I only have a 4-foot table for Hyper Japan Manchester, so I mean, it's gonna be fucking funny going from a 3-meter booth to a 4-foot table, but we'll make it work. Feel free to go and follow me on Instagram. I am a Chronic Stories user, so if you ever want day-to-day updates, that's probably the best place to follow me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.